What is it about certain weekends that you can get to Monday morning and you are so recharged, refreshed, ready to go and embrace the work week, and then other weekends you are so unmotivated that it's challenging to even get out of bed come Monday? And I don't think that this is terribly uncommon. I think that this is a common experience for people, that sometimes they just feel really refreshed after a weekend, and other times they feel like they had been working the entire weekend with no break at all, despite really not having any mandatory things from their job or from other obligations. I think that this boils down to a key factor in what sorts of activities are relaxing and recharging, refreshing, make us come alive again, and what are some activities that, though they don't require work, they are not refreshing. They are things that just take up time and don't require energy, but really aren't recharging to our souls. This brings us into the topic that I want to talk about today, which is soulful rest versus soul-numbing rest. I think that these are two categories of activities of leisure or of things that we can do on the weekend that either rejuvenate us in the case of soulful rest or just kind of numb us, kind of take up time, don't really take up energy, but don't refresh the innermost being of whatever makes us who we are. Let's use the example for Ben for a second. Ben is a 32-year-old man who goes to work, enjoys his job, but man, on Friday he is tired, and so over the weekend he would watch Netflix, he would kind of relax, lounge around the house, do some of the chores that are required, but then every Monday was just waking up feeling super unmotivated, really not wanting to go back to work, and felt like the weekend kind of got away from him. Ben's story, I think, highlights what most of us feel on any given weekend, where really we don't feel like we've actually relaxed. We just feel like we kind of existed over the weekend. Soulful rest is something that really rejuvenates the soul. So these are things that really make you come alive. They embrace your creative elements inside of your personality. They're things that you love doing that just give you life. And so this can be a wide range of activities depending on who you are. For some people, it may be hanging out with their children or spending time with their spouse, going on hikes, embracing time in nature, going fishing, or playing video games with friends over the internet. And really all these, again, there's no set criteria of what makes soulful rest. It's just what really makes you recharge and come back alive. This is a comparison to soul-numbing rest, and so this would be something that does not recharge you, that though it may not take energy, it does not really rejuvenate your soul. And again, these can be very different for a wide range of people. Something that may be soul-numbing for you may be really recharging for me, and so that can be very different. And so you'll have to just kind of figure out what sorts of activities actually bring you enjoyment, actually bring you refreshment, actually recharge your soul and your energy, and what activities kind of just get by but don't actually help you. And so for me, this is binge watching Netflix shows would be really numbing for me, that I can enjoy a good TV show or movie with my spouse or friends, just watching that's really rejuvenating, getting to talk about the movie, a really engaging movie, not one of watching multiple episodes of the same TV show. At least for me, that is really recharging to watch, one movie or a couple episodes and being able to talk about it with my friends and family. So I think the key takeaway from this video would be to find things that really rejuvenate your soul and do those things on the weekend. Have a plan for them instead of just hoping that you'll come to the end of the weekend really refreshed and ready to go for the work week. And so that may be just planning a hike ahead of time, so just putting it on your calendar, making sure that you're getting exercise in if that's something that recharges you, or making sure that you are cognizant of where you were at and where you're spending your time during the weekend. So this could be just recognizing that, oh my goodness, every single time I do these activities or I spend this amount of time on TV or social media, it doesn't really do what I want it to do, right? And so this is what we just need to be intentional with. What are we doing, and is it actually helping us get to where we want to be? I think that this intentionality will bring awareness to what things really, really bring you life, then recharge your soul, and what things maybe you should cut out or at least reduce the number that you're doing them. And so it doesn't mean that all things are bad. It doesn't mean that you can't watch Netflix or can't binge watch the TV show that your friends have been talking about, but just being cognizant of, is it actually getting me what I want? is this activity bringing me joy, or is it really just kind of numbing me and not helping? So the key would be to maximize your time doing things that are restful for your soul, that rejuvenate you, and avoid or limit the things that just numb your soul and that don't really achieve the goal that you want them to. So let me know in the comments some things that you do that really aren't helpful, that are the soul numbing activities, or things that are soul restful activities for you that really rejuvenate you. I'd love to hear some of the things that you're doing. For me, those things are mostly hiking, again, spending time with my spouse or friends, just watching TV show, kicking it with some friends after some med school studies. Really just things that kind of get me outdoors are really restful for me. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. Let me know any thoughts otherwise that you have inside the comments. See you in the next video.